All right, so we just left Assassin's Creed. Carlos, what are your thoughts? Let's get it started right away. Okay, hold on. Let me do a little. I've played all the games. I don't know if you played 2 and 3. You said
I played 2, 3, and Brotherhood.
Okay, so that's like.
I think I played some of the Black Flag. Was that the Civil War one or
no? There hasn't been a Civil War one.
There's
the
one,
Revolutionary War.
Whatever, bitch.
Well, there's a big difference between those two.
Whatever. It was the War one, Revolution. I played. Which one was that?
3.
That was 3.
And kind of continues into Black Flag, yeah.
I played Black Flag.
So that's 4.
Brotherhood was not. Was that one?
Brotherhood was like
spin-off.
2. It was like Assassin's Creed 2 Part 2 or something. Because there's that. Assassin's Creed 2 has 3 parts to it, and then it goes into Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I'm a fan. I played everyone except for the last one, the one that just came out. So before I get my impressions, I want to know what you think, because you played a few of the games. You haven't played as many as I have. So first, let's start with story. What do you think of the story?
The story was all right, but I really liked all the action scenes and how they it's not about the game at all. I mean, like none of the storylines, right? None of that is a part of this movie.
Just Abstergo,
Assassins
in it. And Templars. That's it. Those are the only.
The apple's in the game too.
Yeah, the apple.
The apple of Eden. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was gonna be shitty. Like, what are the ratings? Like, I think it was at 26%.
26 on Rotten Tomatoes.
So maybe that's why I liked it, because I was like, this is probably gonna suck, but it didn't.
It wasn't as shitty as you thought it was. For me, since I played all the games, there's some things that they nailed all the action, 100%. That's what it feels like when you play the game, especially when you get intense, like into intense chase scenes and shit. Like, they nailed that perfectly. 100%. Like, they nailed that. In regards to story, though, there really fucking isn't one. And that's what kind of annoyed me, because they nailed the action of Assassin's Creed, but they didn't nail the story of Assassin's Creed. There were moments that were Assassin's Creed-like the Christopher Columbus reveal towards the end. Like, Assassin's Creed loves to plant historical figures in their story and history, but there was no that's what really bothered me. There was no explanation for anything.
Why was he with the assassins?
Because in Assassin's Creed, every single one of the games, you follow the guy in the past more than you do the guy in the present. Like, the people in the present are they're more like the flashbacks.
I didn't like how they kept, when he was in
when they were fucking fighting, and they kept cutting
going
him back
to him and shit. That was so annoying.
It was really annoying.
It really threw me out of
because every time I got thrown out. Exactly, I got thrown out of the scene, because we get it. Motherfucker is in the goddamn Animus. We don't need Animus. And then he's in the. We get it, dude. We get it. It's like if Fight Club were filmed and you're constantly showing Tyler Durden and then not showing him. Like, you cut oh, he's there, he's not there. Oh, he's there, he's not. Like, we got it the first time. We get it. We don't need you to keep cutting, because especially towards the end, during the climax, you're literally oh, a punch. Oh, that's cool. No, it's not. It's really stay in the past.
Like the first time they did it, and which is supposed to be to establish it in the game. Like, okay,
Well, it's not in the game, actually, because the Animus in this is different than the Animus in the game. In the game, the Animus you lay down. And then I was kind of bothered that they weren't laying down. But then, okay, whatever. I can see why they would do that, because it makes the audience who's not familiar with the game understand. Oh yeah, he's actually doing this stuff. Okay, whatever. Even though it's all in their mind in the video game. Like, it didn't bother me, but that bothered me. But it bothered me that there was no fucking story. I don't know shit about his Spanish counterpart at all. Nothing.
Aguilar.
Nothing. I don't even know his name. That's his name, I guess.
His name was Aguilar. They said it a lot of times.
Well, I don't remember, because it wasn't important. I don't know, if the chick he was with was his wife, his girlfriend, his lover, a random fucking assassin woman. I don't know. You don't know, because they don't explain anything. The lighter moments of the Assassin... There's a lot of light, humorous moments in Assassin's Creed, and they're all stripped away. All of them. Literally, there's 1 or 2 funny moments,
When he's like, I'm hungry.
And then, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck am I? He says something like that.
He said, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, at the cafeteria after he pretty much his first introduction to everything. You know, okay, but that's really not what the series is based. Like, it's based around humor. I wish, for as much as this was a unique story, I wish there was more connective tissue to the video games. Just because I felt like the video games told a good story. Like, that's why I played them so much. Yeah, the combat was cool, whatever, but they told interesting stories. Because the thing that this movie misses, and that's really important for the Assassin's Creed universe, is the story isn't a simple good versus evil. There's huge fucking themes going on, and like fucking I guess it would be extra dimensional beings fucking are in this part of this, like the part of the original story, the trilogy, where they follow the apple and everything. Like there's an actual story about.
How does 3 end? Isn't like this being comes out?
He dies. Desmond dies.
Desmond dies. But is that 2 where like the lady comes out and like starts saying, that's 2, right?
Yep. And you start to discover like why this is really important. Because right now, if you take this movie, you've never seen anything, you don't really get those larger themes. You just think it's like, there's no supernatural elements to this franchise yet. I mean, there's definitely sci-fi with the Animus, but there's no supernatural elements. You don't see these fucking. There's literally fucking aliens.
Like the deities and all
that shit. And the creators of the world and all this shit. Like, the whole point of Assassin's Creed is it doesn't question religion per se, but it's a very religious game that doesn't adhere to any of the religions. But it's a very spiritual game.
They didn't kill the priest.
I actually like the priest because he was the only one who fucking had a Spanish accent. Like, this past takes place in Spain, and he actually talked like a Spaniard.
They were talking Spanish
with this fucking
lisp.
They were
speaking Spanish.
I know they were speaking Spanish, but you could tell he was he was fucking from Spain. No, the priest.
Oh yeah. He was probably a real priest.
He was fucking with this lisp, with the Spanish lisp.
You know, they didn't kill him on purpose because they can't kill the priest.
Sequel.
And the priest is gonna be in the sequel?
No, I don't know.
I'm saying they didn't kill a priest on camera. Do you think they did that on purpose? They could have killed him.
Because he might be. I don't know who he is. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know if is he a bishop? I don't know who he is.
Was he the Pope? Maybe.
No, he wasn't the Pope. No, but he was definitely a bishop in some regard. Something high. I don't know. You don't know. They don't explain. That's my problem. That for all the good things that this movie did right, there's shit like that where I just don't.
Yeah, the story.
You can't, and that's the biggest thing is you can't really get involved in anything. Like,
who do we care about?
No one. You don't even really care about Michael Fassbender because his story's he's not a developed character either.
He's kind of like a villain at first,
and then not. And then I don't understand Collier, whatever her name is, the girl. I don't know what her like.
Is she evil now?
At first I thought she was good, and then what did she say at the end? First of all,
she said I did this.
I don't know what the fuck she said at the end because I had a motherfucker having an asthma attack next to me, and then two fucking
teenagers,
two fucking Arab boys who were like, "Oh, mom, let us go out tonight. Let's fucking get high and like ha 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 ha, and get up and stand up and like walk around."
They were throwing popcorn,
like fucking little.
That was annoying me. You were closer to them.
They were right in front of me. So I missed that whole their last conversation.
Because he got up.
Fassbender and whatever. Because I was paying attention. I'm like, oh shit, they're about to shoot us right now. I thought the people in front of us were gonna kill us. You know, you got these Berlin attacks going on and all this shit. Like I'm like, oh fuck, we're gonna be on the news. Some random ass Century City fucking some random ass place. We're gonna get mass murdered by these fucking people. And no, it's not because they're Arab. I know I said they're Arabs. It has nothing to do with that.
Were they though?
No, I don't know. Honestly, I think they were like Indian. So that was me. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, they were. Oh, I think did you see when he walked up to her at the end? She's like, all I have to do is shout. Did you see that part?
I don't know what she said after that. Because
she said,
and he's like, I'm helping you.
He said, I'm here to help you. Like she said to him in the beginning. She's like, you can't help me. And then he's like, we have to. Something about, I kind of missed that part too because I was like kind of annoyed with the kid. But he She said she didn't stop him. Obviously, she could have said something, so she didn't say anything.
Oh, dude, I almost killed this motorcycle guy. Fuck you, motorcycle guy.
She didn't stop him, and then she like Fassbender's character. What's his real name? Oh, Calum or
Cal.
something? Cal.
I think it's Cal.
Callum or Kale. Kale.
Kale.
Oh, Kale.
He's healthy.
Well, spoiler. That's when he takes the apple from the dude or her dad.
He kills
her dad.
He kills Jeremy Irons. Slits his throat.
Palpatine.
That's not Palpatine.
I know.
That's fucking.
He looked like him though, like when he was standing up there.
That's what's his name? That's Alfred from the new Batman.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons. But I don't know. Okay, and then there's a moment towards the end, and I know we're jumping all around, so obviously if you haven't seen the movie, you need to watch it and don't listen to this. But there's a moment at the end where, and I fucking thought it was stupid. I really thought it was dumb. Where he jumps off the building, and then she's like, leap of faith. And I'm like, man, that's so stupid. But he does this thing where he somehow destroys the fucking his assassin counterpart, like in the past, destroys the machine, and he's not linked to it anymore.
How did that happen?
I don't get that. That didn't make any sense to me because.
Oh, maybe he was. I think he was fully in sync.
There's never been a bridge where a fucking character jumps out of the Animus because it's all in their fucking bodies.
No, because the thing was just holding him. The thing that actually puts him into the world is the epidural thing. So that thing is just like a tool to hold him. That's what I.
No, I got that.
But he broke free of the.
He broke it somehow.
He broke the machine, but he was still hooked up to the thing.
Well, after that part, that was where for me it got really dumb because after that part, he starts seeing all these other assassins come out. Like he sees his mom.
It's guardian angels.
His mom but here's why I think it was stupid, and it's not the movie.
The dad.
The fucking goddamn movie. Don't watch this movie in 3D, please. Just fucking watch it in 2D and try to find a theater in which you can fucking see the screen because it was so goddamn fucking dark. I couldn't see shit. Like I didn't know. There's a moment where the fucking main chick she sees one of the assassins, and I thought, oh wait, is that her? Is she seeing herself? Is she I don't know, because it was so fucking dark.
It was the Asian chick. I don't know. I had a different seat than Daniel. He was on the side.
We didn't sit together. No homo, because we're not. Gay. Yeah. We made sure to get on opposite ends of the theater. But for reals though, I was off to the side and looking up, and I couldn't see. It was so dark. Was it an Asian girl?
It was the Asian. There was an Asian assassin in the ward, or that's what I call it.
No.
The prison.
But when you see,
I don't know.
She the main bad guy, Marion. She was looking at one assassin, and they were locked eyes. And
I think
was it her? Was she looking at herself?
No, it definitely wasn't her.
Okay, see,
it was the
from
Asian.
my seat, that's what it fucking looked like.
Or it was the chick that got killed. Aguilar's girlfriend, lover, but they don't love because love makes you weak. So we don't know if they were actually.
Oh, is that what?
Maybe
I don't fucking know, dude. That's my point. That's the biggest problem. I've been thinking about this shit, and I really feel like because the rough cut of this movie, I think they said it was no. If I saw it, I wouldn't have watched this again. The rough cut of I read on an article somewhere that it was 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that.
This was
under 2.
This movie was 2 hours.
And so
no, an hour and 53 minutes was the movie.
Which means it was an hour and 45 minutes because you have 6 minutes of credits. Which means to me, they might have cut out fucking character moments, and I just feel like there's gonna be a director's cut so bad. I don't know why.
Just more character development.
I just feel because the action is there, 100%.
The action, the killing.
The action is there.
Was the dude that the guy with the black ponytail in the past? Was it the same actor that was the guy that was like the main dude at the prison or whatever?
No.
They looked the same.
No, I know what you're talking about.
They just looked similar.
That dude's the guy at the beginning of Inglourious Bastards.
And another thing that bothered me, when he was on the horse, the first chasing, the bad guy or whatever, the guy with the ponytail. I don't know what they called him something. I don't know what it was. But he was like down, and then they were like on the roof, and they were staring at him. He was like, ah! And then he like 2 seconds later, he's on the roof with the horse. Like,
well, yeah, because there's no there's no stakes. You don't know what the fuck's going on. And not only that, he somehow fucking tumbles. His whole cart tumbles, and he doesn't die. Like, that's the problem. He could have been a good villain.
There was no villain. There was nothing.
There was no stakes. There was no like, oh shit. The only time I actually felt something where I'm like, oh, this is badass, is when they revealed Christopher Columbus. That he got the apple, which started making me think. I'm like, well, first of all,
that was the only thing. Like the apple, the thing that was
the
keeping
apple.
me interested. Like, what's gonna happen to the apple? That was it.
Because the apple, everything that in the video games, everything that they talk about, it happens with the apple. Like, all like controlling free will and stuff. Like, the movie didn't go into that supernatural territory, or it's that fantasy realm where what they say actually happens. But spoiler, if they make a sequel, yes, that is exactly what the apple does, exactly what they said. You should believe everything that they say. Like, that's why he says like everything is
everything is permitted.
Everything is permitted, yeah, because literally
nothing is wrong or something like that.
That's the whole that's just what the games are about. Because when the first Assassin's Creed game,
they never said rest in peace when they killed people.
That
that bothered me.
See, those are elements of the game that,
like, when you kill someone, they go.
Well,
he did close
his eyes, but what he didn't do is have a conversation with him. Because in the video games, when you assassinate a target, every single time you assassinate a target, because it's an alternate reality within your genetic code and all this other shit, right? So the world freezes around whoever you're following. So let's just stay with Fassbender. If Fassbender kills fucking whoever, then the world around him freezes. So the people who are viewing the Animus from the outside can really get inside of the characters in terms of motivation, whatever.
G-N-T.
And they have a what?
G-N-T.
Oh,
fuck you guys.
Well, whatever. I'm spoiling the movie, so.
Oh, you want to hear? We're talking about.
See, you're ruining. He just wants to be a part of this. That's why.
Gian, what do you think of the movie?
We're gonna bore the video.
Just go ahead, keep going.
Man, why are you live streaming? You should be live streaming from my account, not yours.
Go ahead, keep going.
Getting free publicity. But anyway, so they always have a conversation between the two, where Fassbender would normally talk to the other guy, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute conversation. Again, just to get motivation, just to get whatever. That's missing. These are key elements to the games that were gone. And did it have to incorporate all of them? No, because I'm sure there was some sort of balancing where you can't incorporate too much from the game, because then the game fans would be like, it's the same thing, and then the regular fans would be confused because they don't know what the fuck's going on, because it's too much within the world, like too much video gaming.
I had this dude that sat next to me. He was wearing he walks in with his Assassin's Creed sweatshirt. He had the logo on the back. He takes it off all slowly, and then he sits next to me. And then during the middle of the movie, well, there's an apple in the movie, right? He had a real apple, and he was eating the apple as a snack. I don't know if it was in like homage.
Bro, he has the assassin's blood within him. That's why I told you. Good thing you didn't talk shit, bro. He would have double bladed you.
Dude, I think he had the blade hidden.
He would have hidden bladed your ass. I would have been like, Carlos, let's go. Oh shit, he's dead. Assassino, and then we would have run out like. But with all this negativity, though, I feel like people should go out and watch it, give it a chance, because I want to see a sequel.
There's definitely...
No, there's not definitely going to be shit with video game movies. You don't know shit. This movie needs...
Well, they left that cliffhanger.
I didn't like the ending. But, it is what it is.
Where's the apple? Where is it going?
They're going to jump off into the river? Like, what?
They were in London at the end?
Because that's where the Templar headquarters are. But what I'm saying is,
it was good.
It was good enough that if they listen to the feedback that people give, assuming everyone has feedback similar to what we have,
assuming people go watch it,
right, and they listen to like, oh, we need to have more character, like action's great, let's keep the action the same, but introduce more character moments, let's fucking flesh these people out. The sequel could be great. The sequel really could be great because the world is there. The world is 100,000 million% there. I'm definitely of the mindset that they should be stealing more from the universe, because like I was waiting for them to name drop people like
Altair
and people that we know. Apparently there's like artifacts, like the artifacts are there.
Yeah.
With the spread out in
that's
the background.
That's how they got all their costumes, right? They broke all the glass.
Yeah, but see, that's what I don't understand. It's like, I don't understand. I've read that Ubisoft said that this game is a standalone story, but exists within the Assassin's Creed universe, and that future games would pull from this movie.
Well, it's based in 2016.
Right.
The real world is 2016.
So now it's like confusing, where it's like, okay, how do these influence one another? Like, that's where I'm confused, and maybe, I'll probably go read about it tomorrow or something when more people see it, and there'll be like more fans, or like the fan Easter eggs, or the more theories or whatever, and we'll probably make the experience
like
better.
Star Wars.
Yep. But for right now, from a fucking, between a score of 1 to 10, it's probably
like 6.5.
Yeah, 6. I think it's story-wise, it's like a 4, 4.5, and then with the action added in, it's like a 6, solid 6, 6.5 maybe. But like I said, the foundation is there, 100%, because I've seen bad video game movies, and this is definitely not a bad video game movie. But it wasn't the movie I thought. Because when I saw the talent involved, it's like definitely the best cast. It's the most well-known cast for a video game movie, period.
It's a good cast, definitely.
And it just the character moments weren't there. The character, it's really the character. It's just the characterization of everybody. You can't have a successful movie when your lead character isn't fleshed out at all. Like, we don't know what happened into his past at all. His mom gets killed in the beginning, and then you fucking cut 30 years later. Okay, so how are we supposed to... And he's being executed at that point. There's a huge gap.
We don't know why he's in jail.
Who did he kill?
Killed the pimp. He said he killed the pimp.
Killed the pimp, okay.
Which
so
pimp?
Why? At least we can see, if they showed us that, then maybe we could say, okay, maybe...
They probably cut that out, I bet.
Maybe he was protecting his girlfriend, or maybe... I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Maybe he's an asshole and he just decided to kill pimps. Maybe he's like a taxi driver guy and he just wants to clean the streets. I don't fucking know. That's the point. Like, it's too ambiguous, where it's like, I don't even know where to speculate because it's so fucking ambiguous. But...
Yeah, I thought that, but I was like, okay, whatever.
But that's a problem. It's a problem, because when he has a conversation with his dad, like I don't understand. I know I'm not finishing my thoughts here, but it's just, I'm just thinking about all this shit, because it's like, okay, Abstergo, what the fuck? Like, what is everyone else doing there? There's all these people.
What did they get the information from?
They kind of say, well, this is what happens when we try to put you into someone else's memories or something like that.
All the other people were slumped, but not the dad. He was like
He was aware, and neither was Michael K. Williams, the fucking black guy, like the assassin. Like, they were fine. Like, I don't get it.
He wasn't in the little room with the eagles in the top. There was a
which I don't know why they're in that fucking room for. I don't get it. Like,
the slump room.
I don't. It's weird, because in the video game universe, Desmond is one of few. Like, you don't know, you just know Desmond exists, and then as you progress, you find out that there was like an original test subject, and that there's actually more of these people or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's no explanation in this game. I mean, in this movie, at all, as to who they are, what they're doing, whatever. So I don't know. I mean, I hope there's a director's cut. I hope there's fucking something missing. I hope studio involvement kind of...
The 30 years. Let's look it up.
Something. Just anything. I just hope that there's... Because I feel like that's what's bothering me so much. Because Michael Fassbender usually doesn't attach himself to shit.
He was like a producer on this.
He was a producer. One of his things is like, I'm not going to be involved in something unless I know it's good, and which makes me think like, I don't know, because you know,
is this his first?
No. Fassbender. He's been in shitty movies before. Let's not get it twisted. But what I'm trying to say is I feel like maybe studios were worried because they put $100 million in this movie that they didn't want it to be a 2.5-hour movie.
Alienate. Like,
right. They were like, let's cut it back. I don't know. This is all speculation. There's been no like source of foul play in terms of like. It's not like Fantastic Four where Josh Trank like dismissed the film the night before or something. Like, no one said anything that there was production troubles, anything like that. However, this movie was supposed to come out. They did continue to delay this movie. I don't know why. I don't know if it was special effects or reshoots or what the story was there. But like I said, I hope there's. I mean, of all the so there's 2 major video game movies that came out this year. This one and Warcraft. I love Warcraft better than I love Warcraft. Warcraft is way better than this. And I didn't know shit about Warcraft. I hadn't played 1 fucking ounce of Warcraft. And the movie was so good for me personally that I went out and fucking started playing the motherfucking game. That's how much of a fucking nerd I am. But this one isn't bad. Like I said, I've seen fucking way worse movies.
It's done better than a lot of video game movies.
Because the action was on point. It really was on point. Like, what I kept thinking about this movie was like, okay, I wonder if like the producers or Fassbender or whoever, they were watching scenes. Like, they didn't watch the full movie. They just watched scenes. Because there's a lot of good scenes in the movie. Where it's like, dude, that's a fucking awesome scene. Oh, dude, that's a fucking awesome like, the scenes in which, you know, the very end, for example, the end is great as a scene, but in the context of everything, without fleshed out characters, without, like, we don't really understand Jeremy Irons' motivation other than getting the apple, okay, but why?
Why does he want to?
Like, I know why, because of the video games,
the
but the movie people aren't going to really know why. So then what happens? They waste Jeremy Irons acting on a cardboard cutout character instead of fucking having him be, you know, 3-dimensional. Like, sure, she's definitely a good villain, and that's what's confusing as fuck to me, because
but she wasn't.
She didn't give a shit about the father at all, and then once he died, all of a sudden she's gonna
like,
be bad.
I did this
with no emotion on her face. Like, she didn't seem regretful.
Like,
she didn't seem regretful. She didn't seem anything. She was very fucking like.
Well, her father. I mean, her dad like lied to her the whole time. So maybe she's like, "Fuck you, you're gonna die now." Like,
yeah, but she didn't show like remorse. Yeah. Like, oh fuck, maybe I should have.
Like no emotion, just stone face.
Just. I think she was pregnant during this movie, actually. Not to say that, you know, that makes a difference, but maybe she couldn't act as much. Oh, looks like we gotta go around.
1/90th. But yeah, so this did not cure or get rid of the video game movie curse.
Nope, definitely not. The curse is still gonna be around.
The curse is alive and well.
Which is sad, because this had the potential.
The Cubs won, they broke that curse.
2016's been a shitty year, dude. That's just what it is. I mean, that was the only curse being broken this year. That's the only year. That's the only curse that could that 2016 could afford to break. All the other ones, they gotta wait.
That's too much for 1 year.
That's it. 108 years. That's the only curse. Maybe next year. I don't know when the next fucking video game movie's coming out.
You know, the highest rated video game movie is Final Fantasy, 44%. Right.
What? What's Warcraft?
Warcraft is 28% Rotten Tomatoes.
28?
And then you got
See, that's why fucking Rotten Tomatoes is a fucking piece of shit.
Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, 36%. I never even saw that. Dead or Alive, 2007.
No,
fuck. The first Resident Evil.
I've never seen Resident Evil. Whoa, what's going on here?
1995 Mortal Kombat, 33%. Final Fantasy 7. Warcraft got 28. Silent Hill is higher in it.
Dude, fucking see that I hate Rotten Tomatoes so much because
how many Resident Evil movies are
what
Dude.
Go check up look up Warcraft on Rotten Tomatoes and then tell me what the audience score is, because Gian actually put me onto this.
Yeah.
Where it's like
audience
score is way more important than what it says, because there's no way that fucking only 30% of the whole fucking people, like out of everyone who's seen Warcraft, thought it was good. There's no way. No fucking
28%.
way. 20, whatever. Even lower. None. There's no fucking way. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie of all time. It's definitely not.
I see it.
Am I getting on the...
Yeah, dude. Audience score, Warcraft, 73%.
See? That's what I'm talking about. Because what Warcraft did well... And this is not, now it's not becoming a Warcraft podcast, but I'm just saying what Warcraft did well is the human aspect of it.
44 million? Is it a break even?
It didn't make money in the States, but it made money worldwide. And I'm praying that there's a fucking sequel. If there was like a
Did they leave it off as like...
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Because unlike this movie, the Warcraft movie, I don't know what the fuck I just said. Unlike this movie that didn't base itself off the video game. Yeah. Assassin's
Warcraft
Creed.
had more to do
Warcraft
with the world.
was based on Warcraft 1. So it was pretty much an adaptation of the very first Warcraft game. And there's so much lore that I've there's just so much fucking shit. It's such a large universe, the Warcraft, that I'm just... If there was a Kickstarter, I'd fucking donate money to it. Let's just put it that way. And I wouldn't give my money to shit. I wouldn't even give money to my own project. But...
They're fucking running on empty right now.
Who's running on empty?
The gas.
No, I'm not. It's full. I just filled up. What are you talking about? I'm lost.
Daniel's cheap.
Oh, yeah. Normally, yeah. So normally...
He's cheap and he'll give money to the movie. And that means
now I understand why you said that. Yeah, because normally I'll literally drive my car until there's fucking... I drive the car so much on one tank of gas that when I open the fucking gas canister, fucking gas comes out, because that's all that's left is fumes.
I'm like, bro, we need to get gas. He's like, nah, we got 4.7 miles left. We good.
I know my car. Don't tell me how to drive my car. But yeah, so let's see, what else is there to talk about this movie? Because we covered the story pretty much. The acting was cool. The acting was good. Fassbender's pretty much good as always.
I was engaged the whole time. It didn't bore me.
It wasn't a dumb movie. It definitely was. You definitely had to think.
Yeah, the ads. You have to think. You have to that happened earlier.
And maybe. Like Gian, I'm curious to see. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but I'm curious to see what he has to say, because I don't think he's played any of the Assassin's Creed games. So, and I'm curious to see what people who haven't seen anything, who haven't played anything, what their thoughts are. Because my opinion is slightly biased, because my Assassin's Creed world is larger than people who haven't seen it at all. Like, I knew the first time I saw the Abstergo logo, I knew exactly where we were. I knew all this shit. Like, I knew it was going down.
Yep.
Like,
the guy next to me was like, ooh.
Yeah, because he knew too. But that's what I'm saying. So, like, people who haven't seen it, they might not have that impression.
But is this place? What's Abstergo? That probably confuses me.
Exactly. What is Abstergo? What does that have to do with anything? Because you don't know, and maybe they're holding it for a reveal, even though they kind of tell you. But Abstergo is the modern-day Templars. But then there's a scene in which with Jeremy Irons is talking to the main lady, where it sounds like Abstergo is just a company within the Templar organization. Like,
yeah, they give the Templars,
$3 billion.
The elders, they're giving money.
Which is fucking weird, because I don't remember that being a part of the Assassin's Creed universe. Maybe I'm just wrong, but
Abstergo are the bad people.
They are. Well, that's obvious, because
the Templars.
Because any office building that doesn't have paint on their walls and it just leaves it bare concrete with no posters and shit, you know they're the bad guys.
This world shit.
They build the fucking biggest facility, like huge as fuck, huge ass facility, and they're like, fuck, we ran out of money. We can't like put wallpaper, We can't.
No plants.
We
nothing.
can't do anything. We can't light it. We got to get the worst lights ever. No windows. Like, fuck. It's just fucking concrete. Just concrete. And a lot of glass. A lot of glass, actually. So that way, when there's ever... That's what I want to talk about. There's no motherfucking guns.
Yeah,
they have all these fucking crazy prisoners and all this motherfucking assassin, whatever. And there's no motherfucking guns. They just all have fucking like little batons and shit. Like, really? Even when shit goes down,
there has to be a gun.
Someone has to have a gun to mow down people. Something. Like, really? Every prison has a fucking gun somewhere. But not only that, there was like no fail-safe. Like, the people who just, like I said, they must have ran out of money building the building because it was a fucking huge-ass building.
Did they kill everyone?
They didn't have security infrastructure.
I don't know.
They were supposed to exterminate everybody, but apparently the Asian girl, fucking Michael K. Williams, and Fassbender get out. I don't know why that one white guy dies. I don't know what he did.
He was in the control room, and then they all...
No, not that guy. The white guy who got shot by an arrow.
Oh,
I don't understand how he got shot by an arrow, by the way. Did Fassbender shoot him?
No.
Because he was the only one who had a fucking arrow.
No, someone stabbed him. I don't fucking know.
With an arrow? He got shot with an arrow.
Okay. It wasn't Fassbender.
So Fassbender missed and shot him? I don't know, dude. I was confused.
Why would
I don't know. He got fucking hit with an arrow.
He died, but it didn't matter to me because we don't fucking care about it.
None of these people matter.
I was just like, okay, cool. What's
gonna happen next?
I cared about the apple. That was just like, okay, where's the apple gonna go? That's really the only thing I was.
They had no guns.
No guns.
The fucking ancient ass smoke grenades. Those were so fucking strong that it literally smoked the entire room.
Yeah.
For like
two of them.
For like
two
an hour.
Ones like this big.
Smoke for the whole room. And it was a big ass room too. Like, it wasn't like some small little office.
And it was
like, it was a mess hall. It was a fucking huge shit.
It was hot boxed in like 2 seconds.
Like, bro, if there was some weed in there, all slumped. They would have all been
Maybe
stoned.
It was.
They were all just like, whoa. But yeah, like I said, fucking lot of windows though, so that way the assassins could punch through them and like get shit.
No walls. That's too expensive.
Just concrete,
just glass,
and glass. Concrete and glass. That's all they can afford. I don't know. Maybe they get their shit from China. I don't know. That's Chinese steel. Then they just ran out of money. I don't know. China. But I'm glad I saw it. I'm not glad I watched it in 3D. Don't watch it in 3D. Please don't watch it in 3D.
We should have watched it in XD.
Well,
IMAX.
Should
just stick to Carson. We're in North Hollywood.
Sherman Oaks, Century 8.
Piece of shit.
Sucks. At least Theater 1 sucks. Because literally the fucking screen was fucking 30 feet in the air. I swear to God, 30 feet in the air, and then you have reclining seats where you literally have to look into the fucking ceiling.
It's like you're watching a movie in the ceiling in your backyard or just staring at the stars.
Yeah, they might as well have fucking been in a planetarium because that's where the fucking screen was. And then add 3D on top of it. I had a terrible experience, because the screen was dark already, because you can tell this fucking Cinemark decided, oh, I don't want to spend money on light bulbs. I'm going to fucking make it really dim.
Yeah, they didn't even dim them. They just shut off right away.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for the projector bulbs. Oh. To save money, they made it really dim, which means the screen's not as bright. And when you have a 3D movie, you need to make the screen even brighter, because when you put on fucking Polaroid glasses,
it gets darker.
It's going to get even darker. So it was already fucking dark, and then fucking put the glasses on, and it's fucking even darker.
Plus, you had Darth Vader sitting next to you.
Dude, I swear to God, I literally had like, I've been in movie theaters where, like, people, they breathe a little heavy, like... This guy, I swear to God, I kid you not, I'm glad I had this hat on, because I had to put the ear flap over my fucking right ear as like a windscreen. Oh shit, I almost passed your house. And the dude... for the entire 2 hours. The whole 2 hours. Whole fucking 2 hours. I just drove on your curb. I'm driving more on your curb.
Bruh.
But, alright, let's see. Final thoughts. What are the final thoughts? Because this has already been, 45 minutes?
If you like the games, watch the movie. Or wait. Don't watch it in 3D.
Watch it in 3D. Watch the movie, give it a chance, give it some money because I want to see a sequel. I gave it fucking $28 today because I fucking wasted money in
Plus
3D.
$15. Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's fucking you. You bought popcorn. You didn't even get the fucking right kind. You got.
They didn't have any
You
kettle
got.
corn.
I wanted kettle corn, and this guy got fucking popcorn. See, he fucking got a refill too. That's my trick. Like, I mean, literally. Where's my? I went and saw Rogue One. I fucking.
I can't reach it.
Fuck! God damn it! Where is it? I saw Rogue One. Saved my bucket. Why? Because I have a free refill tag on
It's
it.
still on there? So it doesn't
So
say the date on there.
So when I go to the movies the next time in Carson, which is the best theater ever,
It's
thank
a good
you.
theater. Carson.
I'm gonna have this
No,
bucket
don't go to
full
Carson.
of kettle. Yeah, don't go to Carson because I want it empty. I want it to stay empty.
All these people, yeah. You get shot and stabbed. Don't go.
Don't go. It's like going to Compton. They're gonna
Basically
rob
Compton.
you. They're gonna rob you.
Yeah,
It's just rob and murder and kill you. You would get assassinated watching Assassin's Creed.
Watch out for everyone with a hood now. I'm gonna be worried. Weird.
Dude. That's my final thought. That's it.
Suck it.
6 out of 10. Watch it. Beware. It's not the greatest movie. It's not the worst movie either. It's a popcorn flick. I don't know. Don't watch it with fucking Darth Vader, and don't watch it with fucking teenage boys who've never fucking like been outside of the care of their mother for more than fucking 5 minutes.
Fuck them.
Don't watch it in 3D. Watch it. Appreciate cinema. I don't know. I'm rambling now because it's fucking been too long, and my phone's gonna die. That's not
Peace
cool.
out, bitches.
He thinks he's me because we look the same.